all of this construction needs to stop because I am trying to be the voice of my generation. Hashtag Lena Dunham. Hey guys, so I'm outside today because it's nice and it's good. And a few weeks from now there'll probably be snow on the ground, so you gotta get it while you can. Today I want to talk about the Dalai Lama conference that was here a week ago? Yes, a week and a half ago. Because I think it's interesting. There's things I want to say about it. Not so much about what they discussed in the panels themselves, because I can't do that as well as the people who are actually on the panels can, and so I'm going to link them again in the underwear. It made me think of something that is very groundbreaking and has never been talked about before, and that is the nature of dialogue and the benefits of dialogue. And nobody, I know it's like totally revolutionary for me to be talking about it. Nobody's ever talked about this. So to give a little more detail about what it was, there were, I believe, 3 panel discussions about world peace and globalization and just how to make the world better. And then there was a concert. Big Bird was there, and Destiny's Child came out of a giant binder. Who else? Siegfried and Roy's. A few of Siegfried and Roy's former Tigers are doing this really cerebral, like, Dadaist performance art right now. It's very, very intense. I know, aren't my jokes so fresh and exciting? Gee girl, you're really up on world events. Do you do social media? There's some good acts there, like Whoopi Goldberg emceed, and that's cool. I heard people flat out say, I could not care less about this panel, and then several sentences later talk about how excited they were for the concert. And that was very disconcerting to me, because the whole point of this whole event was to encourage inner peace and then extend that outward to try and achieve world peace. And it's a very noble and beautiful thing to work towards, and the dialogue about it was profound and meaningful, and I got a lot out of it. I always feel like it's very disingenuous when you just get a bunch of celebrities together to put on a show, because it's literally a show, and then act like that has achieved some great impact on the world. And I think actually the Dalai Lama touched on kind of what I'm talking about at one of the panels when he said, world peace becomes like fashion. There isn't that much that actually comes from here. It kind of brings me to what I want to talk about with dialogue, because when we communicate with people, and one of the big things they talked about on one of the panels was how when you begin to communicate with someone effectively, you start with commonalities and then you partner with them through your commonalities, and you can form this conduit for effective communication. And to me, when I form that connection, whether it's with one person on a very personal level, or whether it's with a whole group of people on a more academic level, it feels so much better than just, it feels more participatory than watching a show. Having the opportunity, a bug just flew in my face, having the opportunity to actually listen and understand what someone is telling you, and vice versa, feels a lot better to me, and is a lot more personally gratifying than just imagining that I'm a part of something because my body is in close proximity to the event. Am I being cynical? That I just don't care that much about that type of activism? That's one thing that was emphasized enormously, was the idea that from the little seedlings of inside of you, what can grow out of that? When a change is made inside of someone, what can grow out of that? And I feel like that's the beginning of dialogue, when you are introspective and then you are able to communicate with someone about your introspection. I don't really have a conclusion to come to, but I want people to... I really want you to tell me what you think about this. Why dialogue matters to you, whether it's on a very, very personal level. Well, I mean, if it's on a very personal level, you don't have to share, but no matter what level it's on, what dialogue means to you. Because that's a big thing, a big reason I do this, even though it seems counterintuitive to say that I do this partly so that I can interact with people and listen to what they have to say, since I'm talking the whole time. I want to end on a personal note by talking about a tendency that I have, which is to bottle things up. Sometimes I feel like people don't want to hear what I have to say, or if I'm struggling with something, they don't want to talk me through it. I sometimes feel like it might be a waste of their time. I sometimes don't feel like I have the energy to become emotional, which is irrational. And I've learned so many times, time and time again, that when it comes to the people I really care about and the people I'm close to, that they want me to talk to them. And it makes sense, because I want the people I care about to talk to me if they're struggling with something. I want them to feel safe talking to me. And so that's just a thought I'm gonna leave you with. Please share your ideas down in the comments. I really want to hear them. And have a great day.